We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olsen. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. On 1st down, right back to Johnson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Howard now to throw it here on 2nd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And they'll wind up getting him out 6, but he is stopped well short of the 1st down marker. It is 4th down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll throw for it with Howard. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Rig!
On 2nd down, here's Milton. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Keanu Benton. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
Get it! 70 Lions! Ready?
They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And he's going to be taken down. It'll be a short pickup. A lot of work going into a short gain, but at least it is a positive one. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 18, Pioneer, 79 Broncos, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and 1. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds.
It seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
To try again, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Howard. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
You know, so they don't connect here, Mike, but I kind of like the early message, because now as a defense, they have to understand that even if we have this guy covered, one of the best players in the entire league, this quarterback's going to continue to give him a chance at the ball. So not only do we have to cover him, we have to contest and make a play on every throw.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Rolling right, and on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked by Benjamin Morrison.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner, and now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep outside third of the field, and he's just playing in space, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he just threw it right to him. We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 1.
Trap throw 80. Dragon 60. Ready,
From the gun, here's Milton. Open man is Tommy Milano. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Milton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and
From 29, here's 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Set. Warriors. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Throwing again is Milton. That one out wide for Wright. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. They've got it, 2nd down and 2.
Check. Rig alert. 19, Tiger. 19, 60, Maverick. 18, Pioneer.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Another run here with Johnson. Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out to a 7-3 lead. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
To the air, it's Milton. Pass caught by Malott. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play to kick off this drive. 36 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. Exiting the pocket right. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage. but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
Milton gonna look to throw it again. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's in. Galen Wright, touchdown Buccaneers. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs are on top. It's now 10-7. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On second down, Howard. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First grab for Metcalf. Good for the first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Metcalf, the motion man. Second down, it's Howard. Metcalf hauls in that one. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howard. Metcalf makes the grab again. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
The run out of the gun with Johnson. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Howard. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Now, Howard. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. He fields it at the 8. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Milton to the air on second down, moving to his right, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. It is 3rd and long. Here's Milton. Left side, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. And even 30 yards.
19 Tiger. Go.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2.
70 Lions, 60 Maverick, 19 Lions.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Wright out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
a 3rd and 2.
Check. Hawk 7. Check. Hey, 3. Cougar 19. Hawk 70. Hawk. Trap 60. Trap 6. Warrior 70. Ready.
Try and throw with Milton. It's going to be pulled in by Wright. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Less than a yard.
Cardinal. Panther 60.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
It's a gain of 2.
19 tight. 70 Lions. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. I got him. On me.
Get out of the gun is Milton. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Dragon 60. Panther 11. 18. Bronco 80. 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. That is brought in by Ibuka. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison.
Head up. This is right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Hey. 70 Rangers.
Throwing, Milton. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Cup 19. Say, hey. Chat, Riggs. 19 tight. Dragon 60. Ready.
On 4th down, here's Milton. That's taken in. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
This is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Shot. Big Lion. Hiking 18.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Ready.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal.
Get it. Coconut. Rig alert. Rig alert.
Looking to throw. It's Milton. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively and bring him down for no gain.
19 Lions.
Brings up 3rd and
Panther
goal.
11. Panther 11. Ready up.
They'll look to throw for it with Milton. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down?
And he's in. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Howard now to throw it here on 2nd down. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the 2nd half.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's going to have the Steelers' first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. From the gun, it's Howard. This one grabbed by Austin. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Howard. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Howard. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
3rd and long. Here's Howard. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
53-yard attempt.
This one has plenty of legs. And it is good. good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
Seven Pirates. 2. 19, 60 Maverick. 60, 79 Broncos. 19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing is Milton. And this will be incomplete.
So we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, go. Warriors 70, 18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
At the 45-yard line.
First and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80.
He'll run with Wright. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the gun, here's Milton. On the run to the right. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
60 Maverick, 6, here we go. 60 Maverick, 6, 19 Lions. 19 tight, 79 Broncos.
To the air, it's Milton. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
18 Buffalo 18, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11. Set up.
They'll go. Here's Milton. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a 1-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away. Snap it again.
Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Let's go. 60 by Warriors 70.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. To the air once more is Milton. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And this lead will stay right where it is. Here's first and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to throw is Rudolph. Forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here's second down.
60 Bison. Here we go. Here we go. 9. Let's go. Hey, smash. Go, Rick. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
What about this crowd getting even louder before third and 10? To throw is Rudolph. He finds Metcalf on the slant. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down. They put Wilson in motion. Here's Rudolph. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
second down. Here's Milton. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
19 Lions, Warriors 17, Cup 19, Cup Dragon 60.
Throwing, Milton. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Yeah, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Howard. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Here comes second down. Throwing is Howard. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15. Again, Howard. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Austin brought in motion. To throw again, it's Howard. Out to his right, and the rush gets there. Down he goes. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Rudolph. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
And of all the sacks they have had in this game, Mike, that's the biggest one yet. That is a big-time play. You know what they say? Sacks end games, and that might have been it right there.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, it's trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
70 Rangers, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, trap 60. 18 Rattler, Dragon 60.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Ready, set.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Top 19. Here we go. 19, 18. 7 Pirates, Panther 11. 19 Lions. 79 Broncos, Mustang 19. Ready.
Here we go. One final play. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And now he loses the football. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. They make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS.